Touchdown.
Que lo diría, que se podía hacer el amor por telepatía. La luna está llena, mi cama vacía, lo que yo te haría. Si te tuviera de frente en la mente, te la volaría. De noche, de día, de noche, de día. You know I used to fly away, but if you wanted, you could take a private plane. A kilómetros estamos conectando y me prendes aunque no me estés tocando. You know I got a lot to say, all these voices in the background of my brain. Y me dicen todo lo que estás pensando, me imagino lo que ya estás maquinando. ¿Quién lo diría? Que se podía hacer el amor por telepatía. La luna está llena, mi cama vacía, lo que yo te haría. Si te tuviera de frente en la mente, te la volaría. De noche, de día, de noche, de día. You know that I can see right through you. I can read your mind, I can read your mind, what you wanna do. It's written all over your face, times two. 'Cause I can read your mind, I can read your mind. I can hear your thoughts like a melody. Listen while you talk when you're fast asleep. You stay on the phone just to hear me breathe. ¿Quién lo diría? Que se podía hacer el amor por telepatía. La luna está llena, mi cama vacía, lo que yo te haría. Si te tuviera de frente en la mente, te la volaría. De noche, de día, de noche, de día. You know I used to fly away, but if you wanted, you could take a private plane. A kilómetros estamos conectando.
Who is up in here for this? Did anybody tell you this was an all-white party? This is an all-white party. I don't even care if you're at home. You're supposed to have on your all-white for this all-white affair. Hello, welcome to this good old final interview with the Vampire Live. If y'all don't show up and show out for us, don't ever say we ain't did nothing for you. We came through with season 2 and we flipped it and reversed it and stepped on in for season 1 just the same. Of course, we have to finish how we started and end off with some cosplay. Y'all already know this finale, we get that all white function. So we bought y'all some all white. Hopefully we get some reciprocity tonight. Of course, it is not just me here with this good old affair. My girls are backstage. Let me bring them out. I'm not only streaming on my platform, but theirs as well. Like, share, subscribe, Cash App, Super Chat, all that good stuff. All that good stuff on everybody's. I see 60 people here already. Hit that like button for your girl. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to bring her up first because you know what? This whole entire situation ain't nobody rode for Louis. Like our girl here in the back, Louis can do no wrong, and she gonna testify in his honor every single time. C, are you ready for this finale?
I am very prepared to represent my client yet again, one final time, one time for the one time. And I appreciate those who've donated to the legal fund of Mr. One Louis Dulon. I can't even say his name. Because I'll be using all of that tonight to represent my client because there was a lot of allegations being thrown in this episode.
Baby, he gonna need it. He gonna need it, see. Coming to the stage, she is in the back giving Let Them Eat Cake. Let Them Eat Cake. It's Maria Antoinette. Come on out here, girl.
Hello, hello, hello.
Are you ready? Are you ready for this finale? Are you ready for this finale, Ashley?
You know I am, because Louis has to pay. He must do real time because he is the king of the stunts. If he doesn't do anything else in this life, he's going to pull a stunt. He's going to give us drama. He's going to feign superiority and compassion. And he never ends on business. So yeah, he's going to get the business tonight.
Mm-hmm. Last but not least, y'all know Kay in the back with them books because she be reading them. She got a little bit more back there in them books tonight, and I can't wait for her to pop that little fella out. Kay, are you ready for this finale?
Of course I am. I am here representing for the Armand Hive. Y'all know this was the episode where we were showing out, okay? If you wasn't on Team Armand then, maybe you was Team Rashid and said, you know what, now we're going to be Team Armand. And because we are Armand Hive, I got somebody special with y'all, okay? I invited a very special guest to join us. And he even said this evening, he gonna wear all white. You know, he normally known for wearing black, but I said this is an all white party. You're gonna have to wear all white. And he said, sure. So without further ado, let's go ahead and bring him out here with me. Y'all, we got none other than Armand the Gremlin, okay? He has joined us for the season 1 finale. He wasn't here for the last one. You know, he was doing wrong. But this time, we got to be in the building. I said, come on and join us. It's about time you came to the show. Welcome, Armand.
Don't say we never took y'all nowhere. It's celebrities in the building, okay?
Don't say I ain't never do nothing for you, okay? I got your boy right here.
The Gremlin.
Armand Hive, stand up.
Gremlins are in the building, and we absolutely love to see it. Kay, I can't stand you. Kay, I just want to know where that piece of hair came from. What came from, Kay?
And he got the Remy Yaki too. It ain't even the blowout silky smooth.
y'all worry about it. Y'all let his hair be, okay? Let it be, okay? Let me go grab a Barbie doll brush to keep him together because we got to make sure. You see, his hair always stay laid, okay? Okay,
baby.
We laid.
Y'all hit that like button for me, please. Before we even dive into these slides, I'm gonna ask everybody one question because I know my answer. Okay, did Louis want to kill Lestat?
Hell no. Hell no. He was mad at him, but that's why Claudia kept him away from most of the plans because she knew he was gonna back out. I think she figured if the least I tell him, the less amount of time he can get in his head and back out of the plan. And it did not work, and he still backed out anyway.
Okay, and do you think he wanted to be out there and see the world and discover all these vampires in the universe? Was he trying to be on a quest?
Was Mama ever trying to leave that damn house? Louis is his mother's child. He would have been happy sitting right there in New Orleans in his fancy house in his fancy house coat.
Same questions to you, Ashley. Did he want to kill Lestat, and did he want to go out and quest the world?
No, he never wanted any of that. He was never, ever, ever going to unalive Lestat. That was never going to happen. I mean, he'll put on a show. He gets that from the Gremlin, and he ain't even met him yet. The Gremlin was probably already working on him telepathically. But no, Louis was never going to do that. He wanted to be a kept house husband. That was the extent of Louis. He wanted to relinquish any independence or any, being the breadwinner, carrying the weight on his shoulders. He wanted to be at home, sitting somewhere, taken care of. He wanted to be kept. And he was never, ever, ever going to unalive Lestat. Never.
Same question to you, see?
I believe my client did want to unalive Mr. Lestat. I do believe at one point he definitely wanted to do it. Now, once he did it, did he have a little, a little regrets? Maybe so. But I do think he did want to do it.
And did he want to go out and seek and quest more knowledge out there with the vampires? But did he want to do that?
I don't think so. He mostly did that for Claudia. This is his hometown where he's born and raised. It would be hard for him to leave. And I don't think he would have left if not for Claudia.
Absolutely. Now, for y'all who, maybe haven't been back there to season 2, I took a little trip over there and collected a little data that I felt like we needed to watch before we got into the episode. Just in case some of y'all wanted to get happy and leap like a frog, thinking that Louis ever wanted to unalive Lestat and that he ever wanted to get away and go out there and be on a quest. Let's take a look at this beautiful bean footage.
Toward me, and my refusal to burn Lestat had dulled into a bitter silence.
Drinking misery hopelessness. You think that's it?
Louis? Did you say something?
I said I'm cold. I'm sleeping in a hole every night. I'm going to enough.
The vampire hadn't been here for centuries. The few scraps of forensic proof we found made the case plain. Let's knock on the neighbor's door. There must be one inside.
It's dead. Maybe it's time we go home.
Send me home.
4 years of grim wayfaring, and still no sight of the benevolent vampire. Was she worth it?
Yes,
You say it like you believe it.
I do.
I do.
Yes.
Yes, it spoke?
Yes, I tried telepathy.
So it did speak.
I think it was sick.
Of an actual vampire!
There's one of us out there. What if he can't take you ballroom dancing and tell you you're pretty? Hell with him, is that it? And I did not forgive you for bringing him with you.
In a landfill with 5 years of garbage on top.
In here.
And then what? Who made the one that made you? I mean, what are we looking for here? Adam and Eve are the damned? God? Are we looking for God, Claudia?
I'm looking for one. Just one that ain't a goddamn bastard. Twan could play the part. You just want to watch the bouncing ball.
15 minutes and I could pretend.
It's a degrading 15 minutes because they've all turned inward too long ago and you know it, which is why you run to lose.
I have let you whine and have your say. Would treat you no better than you treated your maker. And the friend you made, you will not see again. Yes.
You could trust Armand.
What about me and you? You and me and you.
Vampire homeland, unhappy. Paris, unhappy. Or told our
Gotta be
secret.
chasing it. Except he just threatened me with it.
Oh, it doesn't sound like him.
Does it sound like him? I forgot. Love makes you stupid. Let me guess, he's your companion finally. You and him and you picked another one over me.
Baby, the plan did not go accordingly. The plan absolutely did not go accordingly. Oh, picked another one over me. I don't think it was ever going to be Claudia. Not that Louis had any ill intentions. He just, baby, he wanted a man. And whatever that man could do for him, Claudia just couldn't give him that type of love, that type of affection. It just wasn't the same. She was a sister. She was not a lover. She was not a companion. Oh, let's get on off to the episode, y'all. Let's get on that show quiet up there.
Claudia had them living in squalor out there. They was sleeping in bunkers, dodging bombs. Of course he wanted to go home. I would want to go home too.
Child. He never wanted to go see. He did not. He won't leave that man.
If you got me dodging bombs, I'd want to go home too. Okay.
He was only dodging bombs for 5 years. See, like, Lord, on a quest seeking out stuff. But with all of, the knowledge and all of this, and I'm going to get out there and see the world, it took us a minute before we could even find anything. And we still didn't end up finding anything. The vampires found us. Child. Okay. 100 pounds soaking wet, sunlight, Islamic knowledge test, Daniel side eye. Now, anytime in this show that Daniel side eyes Armand, it just gives me my life because I just absolutely love to see it. I just didn't pay attention to it at first, how heavy he was on, you are not at all as you seem. Something is off with you and you are lying to me about something. But yeah, at this point, he is just already suspicious because I thought he was just as surprised as us in the end when we have Armand, levitate or the cloud give. It was just like, I knew you was lying. I knew it was one of them. I knew it. So I just absolutely love that. But yeah, Rashid Armand was doing everything that needed to be done. And yes, Kay, I'm about to skip this slide and go to the next one. What, Kay? What is Kay? What?
You muted.
Why would you? Why?
Hey, what else do we have to share on this moment that we need to wallow in it? I acknowledge them.
Can we give him a round of applause for playing his role all the way to the end? Okay, he was still playing his role even right here. Okay, he played his role all the way to the end, and Daniel remained alive even when Louis started escalating. Who came in to save him.
Yet again.
Slow claps, Kay.
Who
Slow
came
claps.
in?
Slow claps for the Gremlin, Kay. Anybody got anything else they want to share on Armand Rashid? Child, slow claps. Slow claps. He wasn't as present this season. Kay, I don't know what you want me to do with that. Growing suspicion and killing Lestat. All sleeping together and all enduring rationing, telepathy with Louis and blood, cancerous, seeking angels to only be met with death. It's time to leave. Now we get to this point and the plan is already even set in motion way before Claudia can get the ball rolling, because Lestat wants to leave now because he feels like we've outstayed our welcome, and in due time they're gonna be rolling up here like the olden days with pitchforks and fire. It's time to go.
But could it be done by us to him? Could the children murder the father?
You make me so
We were compelled to sleep in the same chamber together again. He would have it no other way, enduring with little pretense of getting along. Locked together in hatred, our only opportunity to plot would be telepathically. And Claudia, for reasons she would not yet divulge, used our advantage sparingly.
Dear sirs and madam.
Cancer of the blood. 2 in one night. Dolls, Bibles, letters become torches and pitchforks. We have to leave New Orleans. Clean up the mess and comes a coffin. We have plans to make.
You share a coffin with him.
I don't talk in my sleep.
You share a heart with him.
I can cut it off.
No, Louis. You can't.
Just to keep appearances.
He'll know. It'll only work if you give in.
I'll lose myself in him.
Leave a little shelf inside there for me. Can you do that for us, Louis? Louis.
Yeah.
Not made for these.
Now, this plan was doomed from jump, okay? It was doomed from jump. Even though we do have Lestat trying to catch ghosts. It's time to leave New Orleans before suspicion grows and they roll up on here and discover who or what we are or just kill us out of fear. But there's already this plan in motion for Claudia to leave as well as killing Lestat. But if we could even trust Louis with his own thoughts or trust him with information, she knew. She had to have known that he was not ready and was not secure enough to try to leave or kill or do anything. But Claudia kept pushing because she wanted Louis to be something that he wasn't. See?
That's almost my exact thoughts, because Claudia pushed him to do this. He did want to kill, off him, but there not to the extent that Claudia did. Well, let's get that straight one time. But he specifically told her that he would lose himself in him. And she pushed him. She was like, all right, well, leave some space for me, Louis. Like, ma'am, I already told you I can't do it. Like, what are you trying to force it on me for, ma'am? So I really blame Claudia. This is her fault. And honestly, Lestat wanted to leave for a while. He was getting more dramatic with his kills. He's got people chained up on the dinner table and stuff, killing people at the door. He was ready to go. So I blame a little bit on him as well.
But nothing on Louis. Nothing on Louis to have any.
He tried his best. Okay. He spoke his truth. He said, I'll lose myself in him.
Oh, Lord. Ashley.
Last episode I told Louis to stand up, but he's presently seated with his legs crossed at the ankle. Louis, he couldn't be trusted. But again, Claudia, I think her rage, her anger, her revenge had kind of, and while she was genius in her movements here, we knew that this was the one loose end. And I think unlike Louis, her love for him at this point is complete, right? Unlike his love for her. So at the end of the day, she'll be mad. She'll want to cuss him. She'll want to fight him, but she'll never betray Louis. And I think that was the one flaw with this plan, because in her heart of hearts, she absolutely knew he would never go through with it unless she decided to unalive Lestat on her own and was willing to carry him and put him in the flames and have Louis tied up. That was the only way it was going to happen, because how C claimed a couple episodes ago, Lestat put his hand on her and Louis jumped up. All about Lestat. Louis did the same thing this episode. Himped her up, choked her out, put her, don't you touch up. So we all knew what it was. Again, he just had no plans to take out Lestat. And she, I think in this moment though, telling him to go with this love, don't try to be an op right now. You just lean into that was the best thing for the plan. I just don't think she thought out the end part of it.
Yeah, because this was genius. Like the plan was pretty much flawless, except for Louis. Louis was not reliable. Okay.
Yeah, the Claudia actually had a foolproof plan. She planned it to where they could have ended Antoinette and Lestat and gone and got out of there. But she forgot that Louis was love struck and Louis is weak, and she continues to make the mistake thinking that Louis is gonna stand up and be there for her no matter what, and he fails her every time. That her weakness is always thinking that her daddy brother is gonna have her back, and he always he lets her down every time, which ended up being her total demise in the first place. Is that he ain't never have her back.
He was, child, and she does what I was paying attention to this episode was the fact that Lestat knew the whole time, and he's just entertaining them. Like, okay, sure, sure, you want to have this big, lavish party, fine. We do have him slip up and mention those that must be kept. I was like, Lestat, we could have avoided a whole lot of this if you had just been honest in the moment. Just gave. Well, I can't even say nothing for Claudia because I really don't even know, because she thought he was a liar. I don't know what Yusa would have done to try to give any tidbits of information out. I don't think she would have believed, but he does mention the ones that must be kept when they're trying to decide where they want to go. And the ones that must be kept, if I'm not mistaken, those are the statues, the stone, the descendants and elders they must be watched over with the watchful eye and kept up. Those old Akasha vamps. He was like, huh? I was like, what? Yeah. No, never mind. Like, why? Say something, Lestat. You're running out of time.
He's a liar.
You irritate me. Your very presence irritates me.
I came to make peace with you, Uncle Les.
It's not fear but wisdom that guides our departure. It's heroic that we've lasted as long as we have. What kind of a party did you imagine?
A ball. A lavish, decadent ball. Seduce a choice few for a feast to remember.
Well, it's yours as fast as we can.
The way I love Lestat. The way I love Lestat now, because he just be here for foolishness. But there is value in what Lestat had to offer to this trio. As he said, it's not me tucking my tail and running away. This is, age. This is where my age comes into play. This is wisdom that we've lasted this long. I know when it's time to stay and when it's time to go. Claudia was just so curious and so eager. She just didn't think about things. She just wanted to get out there and be on her own. And unfortunately, it ended the way that it did. Like, I just wanted more for our girl because she had so much potential, because this plan was everything. She really thought out every single detail when it came to Lestat to appeal to that nature. But I was like, girl, look at this. Where was Louis going? Huh? Where was Louis going, baby? He loves it here. He absolutely loves it here. Like, Louis can do all the extraness he wants to, and she can buy the arsenic and all that other good stuff, but he absolutely loved it there with him. Even if he didn't want to be there with Lestat, he didn't want to go off and quest and seek. He wanted to be kept. He liked them silk pajamas. Okay, he liked his robe. He likes the comfort and the luxuries. Louis come for money, first of all. Louis comes for money. He never had the Scout got him all there in the dirt in season 2. Thank you so much, RL, for the $2. Thank you again for the $2. I know RL will be sliding through with shmoneys and cash apps and other things like that. Also, let me show you some love. Thank you. Did anybody get a cash app or anything? Say thank you to the
I did. Thanks so much.
Yeah, thank you. All that. We love that. We absolutely love that. We'll be right back. Thank y'all.
Like damn, she her move. 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 She lit, your money too. Like damn, she her move. In the mirror, I'm doing my dance. Ain't you packing out nobody's pants. He a rapper, but don't got a chance. Sucking my waist, so I'm loving my bands. Like 1 million views in a day. There's so many ways to get paid. I tried dipping, he begged me to stay. Babe, I'm not staying, I just wanna. In the party, he just wanna rum. Big boobs in the bus, they plump. She a baddie, she knows she a 10. She a baddie with her baddie friend. They like ice, how you always stay hot. Oh, they mad cause I keep making bops. Oh, she mad cause I'm taking her spot. If I I'd hate me a lot. Like damn, she in her mood. 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 She lit, get money too. Like damn, she in her mood. No friends with the fake, saying they love me but one in my place. Step in the party, I'm looking the baddest. So the paparazzi in my face. Pretty but I came from the gutter. Said I'd be lit by the end of the summer. And I'm proud that I'm still getting bigger. Going viral is getting.
Yes. Child, the plan was in motion. I love this. You know what kind of vampire Claudia could have been with some age on her? 300-year-old Claudia would have been a menace, and I would have absolutely been here for it. Having aged a day since 1910, starving ourselves to transcend, and bribing old Tom with a new boat, Lestat, the Raj King. Now look here, I was here for all of this. Tom been new. Like something's up with y'all. I really don't give a damn what's going on, long as y'all providing a check. But this is the moment that we have Claudia take heed of, like, well, yeah, you've always had this little riff with Tom. Let me put the wheels was turning so hard. She wanted to kill Lestat so hard. Ashley, how did you feel about this moment here?
This is par for the course. It's interesting because you think about it, and had the relationship not been toxic between Louis and Lestat, you see what a force this trio could have been, right? I've said it before, I'll say it again. Claudia, other than presenting at such a young age, literally is the quintessential vampire. This is the vampire that you envision, right? It was just them working together to accomplish this mission. Both kind of being duplicitous, because Lestat knowing way more than he knows, I think, even at this point, and her having her ulterior motives. I loved it. Tom was about that green. Everybody in his secret society was about that money. They're smart. He ain't have no choice. What you gonna do? Because she said, what'd she say? Yeah, why do you have that funny little mark on you, Tom? When he started talking slick. I love them. I love them as a trio.
Me too. They had to go and ruin it. Shout out to the 140 people here in this live. We absolutely love to see it. Keep hitting that like button and showing us some love. Kay, how did you feel about this moment in that old photo?
Oh yeah, I wish that they worked like this together all the time. This is the family structure that if they would have worked like this, they could have tackled. So they actually could have ran New Orleans if they wouldn't have threw their trauma and mixing everything. Oh, Armand said he wanted y'all to know if he orchestrated the plan, it would have went through, because all y'all had to do was hire and he said Lestat knows that he write plays and he direct. So Lestat should have called him to had him write everybody's script out, and it would have been a lot more successful. Next time y'all call Armand if y'all need y'all plan to
Hey,
work.
baby, why did Lestat run away from Armand in particular?
First of all, he was not meeting the demands of the play. Okay, he needed to step it up some. All right, Santiago said, "I'm starting to become a better actor than you, and Lestat don't like when people become better than him, so he had to go away." Okay, step it up. You got to be number one, not number two. Lestat was falling in second place. He ain't like that. Okay.
Please, Kate. See, do you feel like they could have made it if they had really worked together as a trio? Because I love to see them like this.
Lestat is too toxic for anyone to work with him for too long. He doesn't like to play nice. He doesn't like that. He likes to be the lead. He doesn't like anything other than that. And you can only be the lead but so long when you have more than one alpha in the group. And Claudia is an alpha in her own right. And that's why they would never get along. And that's why it was never Claudia for him, which is why he let her die in season 2.
I thought he liked the alphaness about. I thought that he saw himself in Claudia, and those were some of the qualities he liked about her. I didn't think he saw her as like only competition was like, oh, you trying to take Louis away. Exactly. I thought he liked everything else about her.
It was all well and cute until she started having some autonomy. That's what it is. he thought it was cute when she was more like him, but when she started, getting more into her own, then it was a problem. And honestly, now listening to the comments and thinking back on the episode, Claudia was a little selfish this episode as well. Because not only just a couple episodes ago, she was yelling at them, talking about which one of you is going to F me. And she want Louis to leave his man who's been effing him good at the coffin so he can go out and find some folks that might not even exist. That's selfishness.
No, she said, go out and find vampires worthy of your love, like Armand, the gremlin.
We don't even know if they out there. Child. Selfish.
Put that gremlin up, Kay. Put it away, Kay.
That was lucky. He was. This the kind of love that Louis deserved. This is the kind of love he deserves.
We didn't deserve that gizmo love. Nobody deserves that. But baby, I love this. This is why I love this show down. Bram Stoker's Dracula is one of my favorite horror movies, especially when we getting into vampires and Transylvania and whatnot. And old school Dracula, when they dug back in the crates and gave him this look and everything, and just to see Lestat planning everything to a T and also plotting all his own, because we know Miss Antoinette is watching. Giving the people a show, baby, the theatric with the baby. I want to know right now how he got them that string to fly to that baby. Where y'all get that baby alive from? That baby look real. Where y'all get that from back then? Mm-hmm. But this just kind of paying homage to Bram Stoker's Dracula with the look as well as the baby and the biting. I just thought it was everything. And it's just all about the details in this show. See, what did you think about the theatrics on the float?
He been waiting to do this his whole life. He likes the attention. He likes the tricks. And this is all he ever wanted. He just want all eyes on him, all attention on him. Again, which is why he doesn't mix well with others, as we see. But yeah, it's just, quintessential Lestat.
That's my baby. Kay, what you think about this? I loved it.
Do I need to put my Armand Perry Studios background? I need to switch this for y'all because y'all know this was in the play. He was at the theater over there with Armand and them. This is the show. He give him makeup, give him the wigs, give him the outfits, give him all of that stuff. Lestat is a performer. That's what I love about Lestat, is that he is very theatrical. I love when he is in his element with the theatrics. That is him. This is the show, and he wants to be the star of the show. That's why he left Paris, because he was no longer the star of the show. Santiago came and was taking his place. We're just ain't that okay?
Oh, it wasn't to get away from Clean Gear Armand.
He said that was false. That's false. He could be doing something to my mind in the moment. He probably so. But
Ashley, what did you think about this situation here?
I mean, that's my baby. Lestat is going to put on a show every single time. When Claudia said, or Louis was talking, giving the narration, and said, this was Claudia's idea in the beginning, but by the end of it, this was his whole show. He's like, I'm throwing the performance of the century, honey. And it was so decadent. It spoke to him and his personality, from the costumes, honey, to their displays on the dance floor. I said, Lestat said, I'm letting it all hang out on today, rouged to the heavens. Like, I loved everything about this. It was beautiful.
Yeah, let's see these. Thank you, Dane C, for the $2. Peace, Tyra, and ladies. Wait, I expected more cleavage. Well, baby, I don't know what to tell you, okay? I don't know what to tell you, Dane. Don't come up in here expecting titties. If titties are here when you arrive, that means I wanted the titties to be out. If they're not here, then there's no titties, okay? Thank you. Thank you, Dane. I love you, hon. Let's see. Another one here from Dane C. The show never explained why Lestat fell for Louis, because it was Louis, child. Louis was fine. Louis was fine. I'm telling you, that deep darkness that's in Lestat, it's also in Louis. They have some common interest there. Also with their trauma, because hopefully season 3 we get into some of the things that Lestat went through with his people, because he damaged with all the stuff he have going on. That was prior to him becoming a vampire.
Louis is the Helen of Troy of this show here. All the men want him, all the women want to be him and want him. That's the reason. He's just that guy. That's the reason.
I'm telling you. Santiago's like, I don't get it. I mean, he ain't even all that. He ain't that attractive. Like, what is it? What's really going on?
Now that's where he lied, because Louis big fine.
Child, I just want to take a moment for these looks, because baby, like, oh my goodness, they look good. They
Good.
look good. I would love to be in attendance for this function. The party was absolutely everything. And I just feel like they ate these looks the hell up. The wigs, that lace was laid down, wasn't it? They look so good. Let's get into this function and some of the things that transpired at this party, because the party was everything, along with Claudia and her, her plan.
Were swollen with a paralyzing brew of laudanum and arsenic. Claudia could taste her freedom. Plenty of fate to choose from. The blood was everywhere.
I'd like to introduce you to the McPhail brothers, Matthew and his brother Mark.
I wanted him dead.
Now, I don't know why Louis was over here playing. I don't know why Louis was over here playing. I hate Louis' retelling of the story. That's what changed for me going back to watch season 1. I don't want to hear Louis' retelling anymore. Because I wanted him. Oh, it was the starvation that had me fall. Like, oh, he's always putting on so much for this story. I love the stories, but I dislike them at the same time because they're so dramatic and they're so Louis. But all of this putting on in the fact that Lestat at this point, like, he knows, like, y'all about to try to take me out. Y'all are about to try to take me out. And it's like, what am I supposed to do at this moment? But just like with Louis and Lestat's gonna take Claudia out. We gonna get rid of that because that's the problem. He wasn't never gonna do nothing to Louis, and he vice versa. He wasn't finna get rid of this man. Look at these strong glances from across the ballroom floor.
I wanted him all to myself.
We know.
The fasting was a mistake.
You miserable dogs. What dog?
You just said something about a dog.
I'm gonna miss this place.
Look at him saying bye.
Desperately alive.
You really gonna kill me,
I'm
Monsieur?
desperately fragile.
Mon cher.
Monsieur.
Ready when you are.
Then you have Louis standing here trying not to look Lestat, like I can't look him in the eyeballs because then I'm gonna fall in love again. Like he tried. Louis tried. I'll give him that. But boy, you were never about that life. Not when it came to Lestat. He let his man down. I don't care what nobody say.
The last dance before the feast.
And in the dead center of the whispering gallery, I lost the thread to my plotting and fell once more into the well with no bottom.
Oh, here she comes. I'm trying to, girl, when she did that, I had the same feelings I had when they were in that exactly.
Oh, may I have this dance?
Is the pool open?
Yes.
It is about to be 7:00. Thank you. Go, baby. You too. Go, baby. Is the pool open? Is the bus still running? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
What was I saying? Is the pool open? Look like I'm going to the pool. This is the stuff I just got hot. This is the crap I have to deal with. Ain't nobody going to no pool. What was I saying? Yeah, don't be rolling up on me just like that little boy just came rolled up on me. You see I'm doing something. You see I'm trying to have a moment with my man. It was the same thing with her telepathically trying to be all in his brain in the coffin while I was trying to get my swerve on, trying to get stretched out. Girl, leave me alone. Ugh. She's just ruining moments, girl. I was trying to have a moment with my man. I didn't appreciate none of that. But of course, we see Claudia also presenting those twins because it's like, yeah, I just feel like he's got Antoinette around here listening. Let me throw the bait, saying that I poisoned these twins, and let's see if he takes it. And of course, with over there ear hustling, he does. But this party was absolutely everything. Them coming out in every single way possible. Like them kissing then, like, oh my goodness, them coming out not only as vampires and, leaving a mark on New Orleans, but just coming out as two gay interracial men. Ashley, where you living for it?
I mean, it's what they do. He loves a spectacle, and I feel like they were like, we're leaving anyway. Might as well put it all out there on the table. And again, Lestat loves this kind of carrying on. He loves to shock the people because they were in shock and awe in the gallery. Listen, they were gasping, clutching their literal pearls in this moment. Yeah, he can't quit him. Louis down bad for this man.
Yeah, she should have known. Louis went in for that kiss. Like, I'm gonna kiss my man in front of all these people. I'm not leaving New Orleans without y'all knowing this is my man. I'm gonna stick beside him. See?
I thought this was a beautiful scene because this was a kiss of passion and a kiss goodbye. Okay, he knew he wasn't about to see this man, and it took everything in him not to tell him, what he knew, right? And who could blame him for having a little bit of, second thoughts, in the moment, second thoughts, because Lestat's looking good. The drinks are flowing. The hunger is there. So I'm not mad at him for wavering, but Claudia had to come and remind him that, hey, I come first, bite, snip, 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 bite, bite, bite. And it is what it is. What can I say?
See, they didn't give kiss goodbye. They gave, I'm gonna see you later. Ain't nobody upstairs and in the room. If you trying to sneak away from, they gave, what you doing later kiss. They didn't give me goodbye, but okay. Hey, how'd you feel about this whole party and them coming out in front of all the people?
I mean, again, Lestat like a show, okay? And he did what we wanted him to do, and that was put on a good show. Claudia, although them two was out here putting on a show, Claudia said, I'm here to work. Okay. I have, there's a plan here. And see, Claudia learned a lot from Lestat that she didn't tell Lestat. She learned how to telepathically hear others too. Yeah. So that's why when that comment came out of nowhere, Claudia heard that. She knew that Antoinette and her raggedy self was out here ear listening the whole time. And Claudia said, and because I know that you listening, I'm gonna block my mind to you. I'm gonna let you know as much of the plan as I want you to know for you to tell Lestat, but I'm not gonna let you know everything. I'm gonna block that part out. And I ain't even gonna tell Lestat that I know that he turned you. I ain't even gonna tell Louis that. Claudia is in here working, okay? Hard. And getting her, and while everybody working her nerves, she working because she got a plan. She's gonna carry out this plan because she got to deal with Louis, Lestat, and raggedy ass Antoinette.
Child falling real hard, but the fact that she couldn't even trust her thoughts to Louis, like I can't. It just said a whole lot about their dynamic and how they were never going to make it completely out of this situation the way that Claudia intended. Like I can't tell you that I know it's Antoinette because you might slip up, and I don't have time. Like. She tried. She was really trying to do what she needed to do, especially as the youngest vampire here. Let me read some of these super chats. Thank you, Dane C, for the $5. Yeah, but didn't Lestat bury himself alive for some dude? So Louis is better than the ground dude? Nikki, darling Nikki. I don't know, child. I think when we getting into the what is the song called for season 3? Long face, like it's giving Louis. I ain't hear nothing about darling Nikki in that song. He's still that's a different type of love. And if I'm not mistaken, I think he spent more time with Louis than he actually spent with Nikki. So I think it runs deep, Dane. I think it runs deep. Now he ain't burying himself. Now he finna be out here in the world being a rock star. Thank you so much, RL, for the $2 yet again, the super sticker. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. Who's it? Toshiba? Am I saying that right? Toshiba S for the $4.99. Thank you. We appreciate it. And Dane C yet again. I hear a rumor Tyler Perry wig people made the wig. They deny you a lie. Ain't never touched them wigs. He would know what to do.
These look way better. This look way better.
Maybe this wig. Tyler Perry gave me this wig.
Yeah, he might have made this one. He ain't made those.
That. But since this is always a good day to make fun of Armand and the situation that's happened here, let's go on and play Armand's kitty cat for good old time's sake. We'll be right back.
from you. And that includes my sweet little Nikki too. Let's go, let's go, let's go, little kitty, kitty, kitty. I want you, give you more. Time is on my neck, time is on my way. Since 16, I'm coming down. My influences, why you go to bed? You was just a hot mess. You could call Tyrone, wake us alive, girl. You are my body, you are my body, body. I'm in the house, all alone, you about to go to party. You are my body, body. You are my body.
About Armand's body. What about Armand? what about Armand?
He said he actually liked that song, and you should probably play it again at some point. At the end, when he reveals himself to Daniel, he want to hear it one time.
Okay, you speaking for that gremlin is just sending me somewhere I don't want to be there. I don't want to be there, Kay. I'm just not about to play with you. Oh man. Now we get to the functions, 2 twins poisoning and a feast, a fountain of youth, and taking the bait. Now, baby, when this is like the first we had some gruesome or some carnage like things happen. We had some kills, especially when we had that episode of Claudia running around catching bodies every which way. But this episode is when they really popped out. They popped out and it was a whole bloodbath, like just everywhere. It was insane. I forgot just how gruesome it was and how much blood was shed in the house. I was like, I didn't remember it getting this bad. Oh, but I love the bait. I love them stating their age, and because I couldn't remember how old Claudia or anybody was. But yeah, Claudia said that she was 36. Lestat said he was 184, and I think Louis said he was 61, 68, something like that. Like, yeah, well, we're getting up there. And of course, at this moment, Lestat is believing that, hey, I'm not touching them twins. I'm going for who I want to go for. Tom, who I've been paying off for years. Tom even saying derogatory things in the function, calling him the F word, all kind of things. Like, he's never liked them. He's despised them, but he don't despise that money. And you know how we all know how Lestat feel about that F word or any slurs or anything. He been waiting to get at Tom this whole entire time. I'm gonna get you before I leave if it's the last thing I do. And that's exactly what Claudia wanted. See, what did you think about seeing all the bloodshed in the episode at this Fountain of Youth party?
I was here for it. I was here for it. This is the going away. This is that final shebang that they said that they've been wanting. And I honestly don't know how Tom survived as long as he did, because he's been talking slick out the mouth for a minute now, or a couple decades since they've been living in that house over there. So I'm glad he finally got his just desserts. The man should have been gone. I was happy to see him go. And but yeah, I love the theatrics of it all. This is the part that I really enjoyed. Yes, get them all, them greedy mofos. Because how you going to just believe? They were selling the dream. And they were so eager to take it.
It was so bloody. Even Louis, Louis be all, I just want a couple of rats. Louis snatched that man's chin off and sucked him bone dry. Ashley, were you here for the bloodbath?
Oh, this makes the show. Absolutely. And what I was most feeling in this moment was disappointment. I was feeling disappointment in Lestat's hubris, right? Like your progeny is smart, Lestat. Like, it's like he underestimated her at every turn. And I'm like, he can't be this arrogant. He can't be this arrogant. And I hate also that he was so predictable, because we know if you slight Lestat, he got to get it back in blood. And Claudia banked on that, right? And I love that for her, but I was like, dang, Lestat, you the elder. You the elder vampire, Bookie. You better than this. You should have known something. But it's that air of, I always know everything. I know the most. I'm the most wise. And I think it made me look in Claudia in this new light, but also question her more in season 2. Because I said, if you had the foresight in all of these moments to be thinking 2, 3, 4 steps ahead of Lestat, how did we fall so far in season 2? But yeah, Lestat played on his own top. But Tom, it was time. It was time. And, the type of people that they intentionally invited to this party were all going to be people that wanted the secret to, immortality. So they deserved it.
Like, they took it on like they just said they was going to give them the recipes of some cornbread. Yeah, come on in here, get the Fountain of Youth. Like, what? Why would y'all trust anything? All the bodies that have popped up. If I see 3 people in New Orleans and they have not aged a day since 1910, I'm not going to no function. It was one thing to go to the ball and be in there with everybody. In their private home, absolutely not. Kate, Kate, how did you feel about this social?
Oh, this you know me. I'm here for the gore and the massacre of it all. I wanted them to go ham on them people, and each one of them did just that. Even Louis snatching that man jaw off. You know, Lestat has to do his. You know, Lestat be in there putting on the show. Okay, exactly. She thought she got away for like 1 second. He was like, "Oh no, come on!" And Claudia looked just straight vicious. Claudia's cute till she ain't. That cute turned into vicious and terrifying real quick. And I love that they did this together. You know, if Antoinette wasn't in the picture, them three could have just slaughtered and owned the town. And I think her raggedy ass was jealous because they went ham on them people and they did it with style. They were bloody, they were vicious. They were all beautiful doing this. It's like I didn't know if I wanted to join them, be one of them, terrified. I didn't know what to think.
I can join them all day. I don't want to be a victim. I don't want to be a victim. I want to be a vamp. I don't want y'all to take my chin off, Louis, with your little hungry self. Them rats once suffice in this entire time, child. He was hungry. Louis been hungry. But yeah, I was here for all the bloodshed. It was really, really nice to have that. I think that's something that I missed until we got maybe to the finale of season 2. We didn't get a whole lot of gore, a whole lot of kills season 2. I think I missed that. I was like, when we gonna share some blood and get some schmecks? But yes, we get to the bloodbaths and the betrayal, Antoinette the spy, and beating Lestat at his own game. Claudia's plan was flawless. A little bit. Let's take a look at what really occurred in this moment.
May I finish this dance? We need to burn them. I've killed so many. Just no one out.
Don't know if I can. Or get sucked back into hell.
So what did you do with it?
We threw him in a trunk and left him out with the garbage.
There's a feeling that she hated your guts there for a while. Why is that?
By my brother's death, by the abandonment of my sister, murder of Lestat.
Murder? What murder? It was an act of mercy.
We gonna come back to that. We gonna come back to that act of mercy because just still like I be trying to rock with Louis. See, I do. He always lying. He's always lying. It's one thing for him to lie about his own narrative and what took place in this room, but for him to paint Claudia, and that's why I'm a ride for Daniel all my life. Him in that fisticuff slap that he gave him that was deserved all that palm. He lies. Like, why do you have to paint that picture? You want to paint that of yourself, but he wants to paint after everything we've learned about Claudia. Yeah, we just couldn't bring ourselves to burn him, so we decided to throw. Like, yeah, you didn't decide a damn thing. Claudia was absolutely down to take him out. What's going on with your boy C? Why he lying all the time?
Let the record reflect. It's been several, at least 100 years since this has taken place. The memory has faded over the years, Your Honor. He can't be expected to recall everything with perfect accuracy. Let's be reasonable here on the panel. But Daniel, I love Daniel. Like y'all said, he gonna clock it every time, and it was. What can I say? Louis, he did all he could do. He told her on the bus, like, I don't know if I can do it. He told her again when they was burning the body, I don't know if I can do it. How many times he gonna say he don't know he can do it before she start taking him seriously and heeding some of his words? Like, what do y'all want from the man? He's telling the truth.
Oh, he's just so innocent. See,
what I want him to do is say no. No means no. Have his own mind. Stand on business for once with what he truly wants. That's his issue. He bends and changes and morphs into whoever he's around because he wants to be loved and accepted, which is tragic. But it also is me off at this point because we witness it over and over and over and over again. And it feels like until we get to the end of season 2, nothing changes. He just stays stagnant in this same cycle And it's so irksome to me. But what I really want to talk about, child, in that scene is how she jumped on that lady's stake in her like a pogo stick. I got my entire life from Claudia taking out Antoinette. I loved everything about it because Antoinette, who do you think you are?
Right.
You think you're going to come into our house and run something? Like that was the thing. And the whole slow slicing the neck that Louis did with it was to me for the drama of it all. And then you sit up in Daniel's face. You sit up in his silver-haired face and you lie. You lie like a rug because you know that's why she was pissed, because you didn't unalive him. Let's get away from that. He didn't kill him. Lestat was still very much alive. Like Daniel says, he dropped you from the stratosphere. And in a couple months, you were right as rain. So you want me to think that because you put him in a crate and threw him out with the trash that he was gone? BFR. And I love Daniel for that because Colin won it every time. And then the gremlin, I didn't forget about him, sitting there talking about you don't understand. That's Louis' problem. He's always had people in his corner defending his foolishness. That's his problem.
You don't understand. You'll be sorry when you hear the truth. What? You ain't never told the truth in your life, Armand. Why Louis always lying?
Cause that what did I call him? Lion ass Louis. Okay, that's what he is. Lion ass Louis. And you know what? Claudia was the star of this moment because, she is her father's child. Because when she went and grabbed one of her journals and used his neck blood to write that journal entry and was happy about it, she was like, let me go on and get this book. Let me go on and get my pen. Let's get me get the writing. And she put on just as much of theatrics as Lestat did. And I'm like, Louis, if you can't tell in this moment she's ready to be done with this man, you need to do more than speak up and wait to him instead of him and her up against the wall. This might be the time where you should have stopped it. Instead, he's no, we can't, no. And we just and told Daniel this whole elaborate story, and we just drove off, romanticizing everything. And Daniel is sitting there like bullshit. Louis, that don't even sound like any reality. She wrote in the journal with neck blood, and you mean to tell me y'all rode off into the sunset and y'all can't even walk into the sun? Bye.
They absolutely did. Yeah, this was the dramatic. Even Lestat going out with the dramatic death, all because he loves Louis. I'm happy it was you, Muncher. Like, well, he's trying to take you out, boo.
This is all Lestat's fault. If he would have let Claudia go off on the train like she wanted to, this wouldn't even had to happen. And he still couldn't even let them have their freedom, even after death, because he done searched them out and found them in Paris, Lord, and going to try and
them Paris folks sought him out because they was on lockdown. They had been on the radar to get
and he came running, couldn't wait to get up in there.
I told you he came to save my man. He came to save your man. He came to save Louis. He wasn't never gonna save Claudia. There was no saving Claudia in his eyes. Claudia's that hate ran deep. He wasn't gonna save Claudia. I wished he had, but he wasn't. It was like I saved Claudia, and then what? We go back into. I really don't even know what the hell I'm doing here, but I do know one thing. I do know I'm not about to let y'all kill Louis. That's what's not gonna happen here. You better be glad he saved your little man, little weak ass.
I'm glad the defense is ready to admit that he never loved Claudia. Lestat never loved Claudia.
He loved her. Unfortunately, it took for her to die for him to understand just how much he did love her, or for him to get all the way there and just see the circumstances of why they even ended up there. And it's just like, even if it was hold on, what was that lie Kay was running when we was talking about season? Well, Armand couldn't save both of them. He only had enough energy mustered up to save Louis. He couldn't save Claudia. I can't stand see. I can't stand y'all. But yeah, we let him bleed out on the floor. We burn every single body. We even burn old Antoinette, but we do not burn Lestat. We throw him in the trash. But Louis wants us to believe that he was gutted like a fish. Before we get to this moment, let's finish this clip because y'all had Daniel messed up. What you're not gonna do is sit here in my face and lie.
Just no one up.
Don't know if I can. Or get sucked back into hell.
So what did you do with it?
We threw him in a trunk and left him out with the garbage.
There's a feeling that She hated your guts there for a while. Why is that?
By my
Why?
brother's death, by the abandonment of my
Why? Who takes the pages out of a journal to make themselves look a certain way? Louis, it is what it is, baby. Leave it alone.
sister, murder of Lestat.
Murder? What murder?
Period.
It was an act of mercy.
I bled him like a pig and waited for the death rattle.
You were dropped
Oh,
1,000
the
feet
death
and
rattle.
survived. You torched Antoinette just to make sure. Rats. Big fucking rats. The size of Kevin Durant's sneakers. Especially one in a trunk with locks on the inside. You knew it, Louis. Why does a 200-pound bouncer pass out after he sucks him off? And you, a wet t-shirt away from 130, doesn't even blink. She stuck a pen in his neck. She recorded his last words in his own blood.
The sun's coming up.
No.
We have to burn him.
No.
It's the only way we'll know.
No! I said no!
Was
Get
it
your man,
raining,
see?
Louis? You chose Lestat over her time and time again.
Stop.
100.
Now, this is where it sends me. Because just why are you so proud to say Armand is the love of your life? Let's continue.
44 years of life, and you're still Louis the
Damn
pimp,
rocks.
paying a whore to sit in a room and talk with you. Cause why? But an honest reckoning? No. This is the same shit that happened in San Francisco. How's it any different, Louis?
This time I won't save your life.
You were there.
You don't remember, do you?
No,
Let me flex on
I don't remember.
I'd like you to meet. The love of my life.
Look at that face.
Like he didn't even want to say it. Like it hurt.
The love of my life, and you standing there with this gremlin, this harlot. You don't even know who you're standing with. The liar of your life is more like it. Like, I added this clip towards the end just because of them rocks, just because Armand get on my nerves, and we know what them rocks mean now, but we didn't know what they meant in season 1. Let me finish it up. Look at his face, like
The flesh that
Daniel said.
circled around the insulating rocks of my deathbed.
Are they still there? Right now?
He could remove them anytime he wanted to.
Or maybe he has, and he's been lying to you all these years for effect.
Well.
Wait, I love me some Daniel. I don't care what nobody say. See, like we couldn't. I was here for Daniel. I ain't even put the slide on the end. Whose team? I'm team Daniel all the way. Love Lestat, but the way that Daniel be holding my man's feet to the fire every single time. I'm not letting you escape. You brought me all the way here, paying me $10 million to do what? To do what? To lie again when you lied some odd years ago in 73 in San Francisco? What makes this time different? Because this liar here, he was here last time. And Cam wasn't hear nothing about him saving. No. This is no different. Like, you're still, the pimp paying a whore to sit here and listen to you. I'm a $10 million whore. What do you want me here for? See, what does Louis want out of this process?
He wants to allow himself to grieve, to have someone to speak about these stories to, because Armand really don't want to give him the time of day when it comes to that. He's tired of hearing about Lestat, Marsha, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he needed someone else to hear his story and to listen, not to call him out on some inaccuracies in his memory. He didn't ask for all of that.
He should.
And then yoking up Claudia. She deserved it at that point, man. Because at this point, how many times I gotta tell you, I don't want to do this like that. I said it in so many words.
Now I was with you for half of this, and then
no. He told her, and then keep in mind the dynamics are different. Before, when Lestat yoked up Claudia and she came back home, at that point, that was still his daughter, right? She was still his child. She, for a while now, has been saying, we are brother and sister, we are equals. And so if we equals, we brother and sister, you fight with your brother and sister. You fight with your brother and sister when they piss you off. And that was just a little tussle between siblings. That's all that was, with no real intent to harm her. Whereas opposed Lestat would have yoked her up and sliced off her head and everything else just to make Louis hurt. We know that as facts.
We know that facts. We do not know that.
We know that is facts.
You know what?
Girl.
Somebody gives me a damn briefcase at this point. We don't know that that's the same him up from Lestat, the same him up from Armand. He gave her the same treatment as everybody else. It don't make him no different because now it's my sister. No, it's the same. It's the same disrespect as it was before. He shouldn't have waited till it got to that point to where he felt like he needed to hem her up. A simple no would have sufficed. And if she didn't listen, he could have went on his way. He didn't have to participate in none of them shenanigans. He didn't. Ashley?
Yoking up is yoking up. At this point, I hate to tell you, but your client is going under the jail because that's not a defense. And we can't say Lestat would have chopped that girl head off. Had he chopped it off at this point? No, he wasn't going to do that. But Louis' aggression, I bet you if she proceeded to try to put Lestat in that incinerator, he'd have ended her. I bet you that. I bet you Louis was on the verge of that. Like, they're gross. All of them are gross, but we cannot pretend that Louis didn't make this whole spectacle. Don't put your hand on a Lestat. Don't put your hand on a Lestat. And in this moment, look, right there.
Let me run it back. Hold on. Let me run it back.
Yeah, run it. Go on and run it back.
Everyone fights with their siblings. Sometimes it's like that.
Look at the sand.
Everyone fights with their siblings.
I beg you, if she would have inched over to that incinerator, pulling Lestat behind, Louis would have ended her.
They're gonna put his damn feet in them rocks. Boy, stand up.
Okay, what's up with lying, Louis? Is it different for Louis to put his hands on Claudia than it was for everybody else? Was it?
Hell no, he's a hypocrite because it was a problem when Armand and Lestat was doing it. But I can yoke her up to save the love of my. When it come to somebody that he'll do anything and then gonna run over there. See, we didn't even know what them rocks meant until season 2. But for him to be pretentious like that,
run it back in the chat. Let me run it back. I'm listening, Kate. Let me run it back.
Look at him. You know how when people have to when kids have to run, I have to go run into my happy place. I'm gonna go run into the place where I can feel safe and be closer to Claudia again. Sir, you was halfway responsible for her death, but you're gonna run over there like a little child and put your feet in them damn rocks because you now you got to ground yourself in the rocks. Louis, if you don't stop putting on this damn show.
Oh, he gonna put on that show if he don't do nothing else. Let me look at Krusty.
Look at putting him down. He talking about
Paying a whore to sit in a room and talk with you. Because why? But an honest reckoning? No. This is the same shit that happened in San Francisco.
Ooh.
How's it any different, Louis?
No. This time I won't save your life.
That's right. That's right.
You were there.
Right. Girl.
You don't remember, do you?
That's right.
No, I don't remember.
Stun on them. That's how you stun on somebody.
Flying like Superman. Sit down, Armand.
Yes.
You said load the bookshelf. Who them books for? you know he love him. You know Louis like to read. Why you got them damn books up there?
The flesh.
I can never with these two. But yes, this is the unveiling when Armand Rashid lets us know exactly who he is. The 514-year-old Armand. Now, see, if they don't tell you that the age on these vampires don't mean a damn thing, because you love to throw that little stats away. Like, he's the oldest one. He should know. That don't mean nothing. All of his age, they just is trifling and manipulating and conniving and untrustworthy as the next vamp. They just, with age, did not come wisdom. But this is where we leave. This is where we leave Louis with the love of his life, child.
Bye.
Now, I wish I could have relived that moment. Did anybody watching it back then have a clue that this was maybe Armand? Did anybody think it was Armand?
Not before this.
I was waiting for them to get to Paris to meet Armand. I didn't know he was going to be in Dubai.
See, what about you? Did you have any inkling watching the show? You know what? That might be Armand.
No, I can't say I did.
I was going to say, tell me something, because I had no clue. I know my mouth dropped when this happened. I was like, what? Because we were over there with Daniel, but it's the hindsight is 2020. We really get to see how much foreshadowing Daniel gives up into this moment. Like, you weighing the $105, he's sucking on your blood, you just floating away. You're over there standing in the sun. But however, a whole bunch of knowledge, speaking all these old languages. Like, it was so many little bums and Easter eggs dropped within the show for us to maybe have an inkling that this might be a vampire, but they did a really, really good job concealing it, and just the writing is just absolutely superb. Let me read this super chat here from Val. All this nonsense with the $4.99. Lestat is not as smart as we think he is. Claudia just got lucky, I think. That's why she was no match for the Coven. Love the costumes, ladies. Thank you so much. Claudia was very smart. I don't know why she dropped everything she had learned up until that point. Just like, it's when she was clapping at that damn performance. Like she just saw what she had been looking for the whole time and let her guard completely down. But if she was up to that heightened state that she was looking out for Lestat, she would have maybe saw that all that manipulation coming when they had her around there doing brunt work. Oh man. Yes, leaving our guys here, y'all. This is the end. What are we looking forwards to in season 3? Kay, I'm going to come to you first. What are you looking forward to with this show?
Armand, float on up here so you can let the people know. Armand wanted y'all to know that he is grateful you came out to watch his play in the 2nd season, and he has more theatrics to come. Shout out to TP for giving him the compliment of being Spike Lee for floating all the way up there to his bookcase. He put it up there because he's a petty little gremlin. That's why, okay? When he got tired of listening to Louis talking about Lestat, he said, you know what? I Lestat your ass up here to this bookcase, but you can't do that, all right? I am looking forward to the rapport of Daniel and Armand, because this is his maker now. I would like to see some interaction with them. I also want to see Lestat as being haunted by Claudia. Okay, we seen how Louis was haunted by Lestat. I want Louis and Lestat to be haunted by Claudia with this. And I need this gremlin to be more petty. Okay, let's step it up. They ain't seen it all. Keep your ass floated up here. Let them know.
Really, Kay. Ashley, what are you looking forward to with season 3?
I want to meet Lestat mama. I want to see these twins. I want to see him in a performing. You already know what it is with Lestat. I'm excited to actually get to hear his account from his perspective and his narration. We know none of these people are reliable narrators, but I'm excited to see all of the theatrics and extraness that we're going to get in season 3. I cannot wait. And I do not want to see Daniel and Armand in the throes of anything. They can give innuendo, but I do not want to see Daniel tooted and booted. I don't want to see him like that.
See, what are you looking forward to? Because this is going to be a Lestat-driven season. Are you ready for that?
I am ready for. I like Lestat for what he is. Right, he's a criminal. He's guilty as all sin, but I think he's a very interesting character. And I want to know. I want to see some more Daniel. I wouldn't mind seeing them tooted and booted. Yes, we were equal viewings. Let them get their love, and love is love. But I'm also here to see if they're going to work in any of the other characters. Like, is Louis coming back because he's not really in the book? Like, who are they going to bring back in the show that maybe necessarily didn't have all of that much time in the book? But yeah, I'm just here for Lestat's lies. See how he's going to lie into us next season.
You almost made it out. See, you almost made it out clean. You did.
The slide said lion ass Louis, not lion ass Lestat.
Is Lestat the lying court? I told you guys.
Not the lying court.
Armand said you got a super chat.
Roses Bud, thank you so much for the $5. Not too much on conditioned curls. Armand does things for the greater good, the preserver of happiness.
That's right.
Great. Thank you so much, Roses. That's the preserver of happiness. Yes, conditioned curls gonna go preserve, because he want to preserve his own happiness. That's what it is. Selfishly preserving happiness. If we put that in front of it, we got a winner there. Thank you so much.
Was Louis not happy almost them 80 years?
It was a lie, Kay.
I don't know. He was kind of gritting his teeth talking about the love of my life. Like he
was so excited to be holding that little hand. I'm just looking forward to what direction they're going to go, because from the teaser it looks like we're far removed from any era that we've previously been in or spent time in. We spent time in, you know, old France and Paris and, you know, old New Orleans. What is it going to look? Because this is it going to be current day? I feel like it's going to be current day. Is it?
I think so.
Because
Or
it
at least
looked,
the poster
it
feels
didn't
like-
give, you know, hair band. Because I know in the book is the 80s, right? I don't think the preview didn't give me 80s. I'm just looking forward to his narrative, because even when you get into Claudia or Louis, everybody has their own interpretation of why they ended up the way they were, or even if he don't got to spend a moment on it. But I would love to see his perspective of how Louis looked to him. That I think that would be absolutely hilarious. I do want to see Daniel in Armand. I want to see they don't gotta lay down. They don't gotta lay down. I just want to see their interaction as far as like, yeah, you did all of this and you ended up, you know, making me. Look at us now. I want to see that, and I would hope that even though this story is geared towards Lestat, we spent so much time with Louis and with them both. I think it would be a disservice just not to show him, you know, at all. So I'm sure he'll make an appearance. And if so, if we can get a little Akasha, a beautiful black Akasha, that will be everything. We need some black vamps in the show. I mean, we got some, but we need some chocolate, dark, you know, just I just want to see. I want to see it. I'm curious to see who the new actors and just everything. I just can't wait till it drops and we get to talk about it. And hopefully everybody shows up the same, because 175 people showed up tonight. So hopefully we get all of that. Like, y'all, I can't believe we finished. I absolutely cannot believe that we are finished. Let me show you guys some love, and we're gonna come back and tell y'all what we have coming up or what we might be doing right after this. I don't know. Let me see how the ladies feel. Let me get into my city girl Daniel, because Daniel gonna come back and be a city girl and be getting his freak on. You know what? No, shouldn't do that. Where's my baby? Where's my baby?
Armand said you were supposed to play his song 2 times.
No, Gizmo, no, baby, no. What we gonna do is play Rockstar Lestat and send us off the right way. Because when we open up for season 3, this is who we'll be focusing on. We'll be right back.
In your coat, this wet ass. He bought a phone just for pictures of this wet ass. Hey, my two questions just to kiss me on this wet ass. Now make it rain if you wanna see some wet ass. Look, I need a hard hit, I need a deep stroke, I need a Henny drink, I need a weed smoke, not a garden snake, I need a king cobra with a hook in it. Hope they lean. Oh, you got some money, then that's where I'm headed. A1, looks like it's credit. You got a beard, well, I'm trying to wet it. I never taste it, I hit that ready. Now from the top, make it drop, that's a wet ass. I get a bucket and a mop, that's a wet ass. I'm talking drop, that's a wet ass. Macaroni in a pot, that's a wet ass. I'm talking drop,
Ooh, can't wait to see the hoes in season 3. The hoes are gonna be hoeing, because he said he come to gays. I can't wait. I absolutely cannot wait. See, I'm gonna come to you first to let the people know what you have coming up over there on your channel and where they need to come over and support y'all. Y'all do know everybody who was all over there going up to see and her performance and her taking up for lying ass Louis. This is the time to send this some good old super chats and show her some love, because baby, she been defending his honor like he deserved it. See, let the people know what you got going on.
All right. So, guys, I am continuing my journey through Star Wars. We're going to be talking about The Mandalorian on my channel, See the Superior. Also, not next week, the week after next, me and Unpopular Review, we're going to be discussing dark fantasy. So I believe the first movie we're going to be talking about is either The Dark Crystal or The Labyrinth. Is one of the two. So if you're into that, join us over on my channel and Unpopular Review. Also, we got some more book reviews coming out, and also there's some more character battles I'm going to be releasing on my Instagram. So join me on Instagram, join me on TikTok, And thanks for having me.
Thank you for showing up for every single episode. Pretty much that we've done 2 seasons. That's thick. That's thick right there.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you. Anytime. Kay, let the people know what you got coming up over there. And make sure you have your little miniature gremlin up there when you do it. Go ahead, Kay.
Come on, float up here for me, my guy. Let's go. Armand would like to say thank you all for coming out. Okay, y'all hung out with us for 2 whole seasons. We greatly appreciate that. Assad actually does really enjoy the show, so I'm glad that you all do too. We have, let's see, tomorrow Chaos Live. We have Reasonable Doubt, Saturday horror panels. Let's see, I got a review for Long Legs. I'm about to review Oddity. We just talked about The Deliverance. The Front Room is coming out this weekend. Beetlejuice is coming out this weekend. My season is here, y'all. Horror season has begun. Look out for a lot of foolishness coming from me. Shout out to Armand for being here with us today and deciding to put on some white and defend himself against all the haters. Armand high for life.
Ciao. Hey, where you get that little ass jacket to put on? Oh Lord, last but not least, actually with the sweet perspective, let the people know what you have on your channel already and some of the things that you have coming up.
Oh, baby, we have all of the fun things coming up. September is a super busy month, but don't forget tomorrow, Chaos that premiered last week on Netflix with a K, K-A-O-S. We will be live discussing that. I'm going to have some reality 90-day content coming up very soon, and we have some fun lives. I know later in the month, we have Agatha All Along, Grotesquerie, The Penguin, so much fun stuff coming out. So please just make sure you're subscribed to everybody. Make sure you hit that notification bell. And don't miss a thing and check that tab. Oh, next week, I do want to let you guys know of something super special we're doing in terms of nostalgia. We are going to start a thing called Insecure Mondays, where we're going to be going back over Insecure, starting season 1, episode 1, and talking about that. So I think it's going to be a fun time. But yeah, thank you guys so much for being here and rocking with us through both seasons of this tomfoolery, amazing wonderfulness.
Yes.
Dominic, Armand said not too much on his hair. Not too much.
Absolutely. And also look out. Sunday, we will be discussing Fight Night, the new show with Kevin Hart, Taraji P. Henson, Terrence Howard, everybody black, Samuel L. Jackson. It's available on Peacock. I think the first 3 episodes are already out now. So get all caught up with that so you can join us Sunday to recap that show. And y'all might just see us in like the next 15 minutes or so because we all dressed up with nowhere to go. We are all dressed out with nowhere to go. I don't know if we'll be back in a second with the fine man or if we'll be back just to, shoot the breeze or something. Y'all let me know what you guys are looking for because we're going to get off of here and I'm going to come back. Let me know if y'all want to do a fine man live or if y'all want to just sit up and talk and chat.
Ask us anything. Ask us a question.
We can do ask us anything, or we can do fine man. But I didn't squalls into this brazier here, and yeah, somebody gonna see it. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. But yeah, y'all drop down and let us know what y'all want to see, and look for us in like the next 15 minutes or so. We will be right back. But we appreciate y'all so heavy for riding with us for 2 seasons of Interview with the Vampire, and I hope y'all come back even stronger whenever we get season 3. And I just want y'all to know that we appreciate y'all. And yeah, Lestat for life.
Gremlin in the flesh.
Lestat for life. Lestat for life.
Come on, Team Armand. AKA the Gremlin. Y'all know what it is.
Good night. Good night. Good night. That ain't the love of my life.